Plan for this morning is to try and clean as much of this as possible, and then I'll probably take it down and give it a wee, like, a better clean. Because it's all stewy on the outside and whatnot, so instead of carting water up, I'll probably just take the machine down. Probably be easier. So yeah, I'm just going to start doing that. Just clear all this milk powder that's been left, get it tidied up and then put it away for next year. Quick wipe down. Obviously it's not perfect yet, but it's looking a bit better than it did. So I've just unplugged the water and switched it off, obviously. So in here should be something to drain the boiler. I was told to look for like a red cap, so I'm thinking it's maybe down in there. I have no idea. Doing the fun job, power washing all these buckets. I've just done the molasses feeders, so they are now back in the shed here where they get stored. But yeah, snacker's done, pig hopper's done. Worst of it is this isn't even half the buckets. Also moved the wee small pets down here. So they're the youngest ones. So just giving them this wee bedded area to themselves. This is making me want pigs again. So I don't know how many times I've had pigs now, but I used to have them every 2 years. Started off with 2, and then my highest has been 5, and then dropped it to 4. So normally we put them in the freezer, and I sell one to the local butcher and he sells it in the shop. So yeah, they normally get this area here to run about in. Again, pig hopper there to get fed from. So yeah, this is making me really want pigs again. Washing all the water drinkers too, so you can see it's got lots of dried silage and slime in there, so give them a tidy up. Get them looking nice and shiny again, ready for next year. What's worse than power washing all these buckets by yourself? Power washing all these buckets by yourself in the pissing rain. Where's Summer? When are you gonna come? Please? Anytime would be great. Well, that's a start to them anyway. Leaving them out to dry and then stack them away afterwards. God, it's so cold. Literally having to put gloves on because it is so cold. Anyway, Dad's just been out the hill and said that the ewes are all literally hiding in the long grass. Nobody's out in the open. Absolutely Baltic up there. I would like to get them clipped just because for handiness, you know, fine to get it done, but at the same time I don't want to because it's far too cold. Anyway, so race set up. Gonna take my Texels in, dose them, run them through the footpath. I'm also hoping to get that hill lot down and do them. I might get them down this afternoon and then take them in tomorrow to go through. And then I want to go through my early lambs as well and see if there's any more ready there. But like the grass has stopped growing. Lambs are maybe ticking over. I'll have a better idea once I get the earlies in, but it's just, what's that, June now, and it's shit. Start off with my main gal. That's not her lamb, that's just a shitty lamb. Hey leggies. You're in good nick, aren't you? Considering that you're... What are you? 12, 13 years old. Look at that fatty bum. I mean, she's literally living her best life. She doesn't go in lamb anymore. She doesn't rear lambs. She is purely living her retired life. That's what it's all about, eh, Legs? You are just a legend. There'd be some small right ones through them, and then there's some not all right ones through them. These are obviously the pure Texels. They're not pedigree, so please no judgment there. And there's some absolute mongrels in them, but these are just kept to breed replacement tups for ourselves, so I'll keep the best of them, and the rest of them will just go fat. Hard to pick through them at this stage and pick out. Obviously, you know, there's the best of them. You can pick them out straight away and be like, yeah, I'm definitely keeping that for a yow lamb or that for a tup lamb, whatever. There is some that just catch your eye and you're like, yes. And then there's some that you're like, with a bit of time, you know, if the weather was ever to finally improve, would you look, you know, a wee bit more decent? I mean, again, because they're wet, it's really deceiving. Is it just because they're wet they look shit? Anyway, there's a couple of them I've still got a bit of scald. When I had them in for clipping, they were just tender enough on their feet. So, you know, all the friends. Yeah, I'm going to footpath them again. Anyone that still's cripple, I'm going to tip them up and make sure that there's nothing worse starting. This yow, she's so funny. She's got a wee, if you scratch her back here, she's like a dog. It's so funny. Alas. Just spoilt lumps, you lot. I'm going to be really strict this year and just keep decent stuff. I'm not going to keep everything for the sake of keeping everything. I would also normally have tagged these lambs by now. I think I've maybe mentioned that in a previous video. The tags weren't here in time and whatnot, so I haven't actually done it yet, which I'm quite glad about because I do need to be strict and I can't keep everything. Right, come on girls, down you go, down you go. They're normally quite thran, so we'll see how this goes. Go on girls. Shh, 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 shh. That'll do, Rocks, out you come. Shh, go on. Shh, 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 shh. Here, come in here. This is where I get boxed from the legs. Oh, they're thran. Shh. Go on, girls, up you go. It's all or nothing by the looks of it. Quite a lot of yows in there. Shh. Here. Go on, girls, up you go. Up you go. Shh. Oh, this is not working. Come by. Away, even. Good job she knew which way I went. Away. That'll do. Good girl, that'll do. So these guys get a clear wormer. But I am very bad. I'm like, oh, I'll just keep them all. You know, unless obviously there's something really shocking, but you know, if there's one that's maybe slightly smaller than the rest, but she's the only one and she's a yow lamb or something, like, oh, I'll just keep her, she'll grow a bit. Never does. No point. So these guys have all had their double Ovivac jabs. So I don't know if you can see, but this yow's udder, it's slightly larger at this side and it's quite warm compared to the other side. And it is starting to go a wee bit hard just there. But when you squeeze it, it's still, I sort of milked her out a bit, but you know, it's still healthy milk that's coming out. So I'm just going to try and milk her out as best as I can. Give her antibiotics, pain relief, and I'm going to try and put a mastitis tube up, which has got antibiotics in it too. So that'll go straight up into the udder. And I mean, try and save it, but it might be past that point. So I'm just going to milk out as much as I can and then get the antibiotics in and keep a close eye on her. So this is the tube. Obviously it's got a cover on it, but you take the cover off and then you pop it up the inside of the teat. So just slide it in and then squeeze the stuff in and then just make sure that it's up in there. So we'll now let this yow go. Take our tag number actually. Shh, 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 shh. Go on, out you go. Come on, girls. And just like that, it's all done. Sheep are back out to the field. And I am going away to go and take the yows off the hill, take them down tomorrow, get them in here for a busy day, dozing and doing their feet. Well, like running through the footpath. Once you start pointing them in the right direction, they should know what the score is. So, just trying to keep them with their lambs as best as possible. So it's just me and Rox out here. But like I say, once you get them pointed, they know fine where to go. So they should start making for the road anytime. And filter out through the cows as well. There's no one the cows. Just about there. Not too low for them. It's always somebody decides to take the scenic route. Decides to go off piste. All got them. Lovely. So Ross did message me last night and asked what I was thinking for clipping this lot and our other hill backs. I said as much as I would like to, just to get the job done, you know, it's a relief to get it done, but at the same time it's not worth it because it is so bloody cold. You know, you increase the risk of mastitis. Yows just like to die anyway, so you know, they don't always need a reason. But yeah, I just don't want to put them off their milk obviously, and then it'll stunt the lambs and you've got a bigger problem. So yeah, they're just gonna keep their jackets on for just now because I've still got mine on, so I wouldn't like someone to take mine off. And we'll see if it warms up. The next thing is it'll warm up and then maggots will start, or everyone will start shouting, and so yeah, that's why I want to keep on top of anything that's a wee bit dirty. Just keep it right, keep it clean, so that if it does start to improve and the weather does warm up, I know that there's less of a chance. I mean, there still is a chance, but you know, you're trying to minimise that risk as much as possible. Wait! Wait! like 1,000 lives in here at the moment. So Tara, stop it. So it's going to get a little bit noisy. I am giving them their wormer today. So I've got it in the backpack here. This one covers them for 8 weeks. So I'm going to do this one. This covers nematodysis and strongyles. Covers them for 8 weeks. So I'm hoping within that 8-week period, a lot of this lambs will be away and hopefully won't need a second dose because it is obviously slightly dearer stuff. That's the plan. So we shall see how it goes. I'm just going to put them through. Got the race set up here. Then I've got the footpath there. So again, run them through. I've just remembered I forgot the Rambo to crutch a couple of ewes. Desperate. Ready to go. Hey Stinks! Hey Stinks! Hello. See how these ones run. Let's get that fine balance if you want the pen filled but you don't want them too tight that they're going to crush each other. That'll do! That'll do! Milk pours. Come on. Sit down. I'm gonna have to turn this around. Spin it back. Roxy, that'll do. This is the downside, is that you have to then wait for this race full to go through the footpath before you can fill the race again. So that's something to think about when we get the new setup, is positioning of it. So when they come out, obviously it's slightly different with it because when they come out the Pari, they'll be they'll clear the decks anyway. Because I'd like them to just walk through it much slower and gradually, as opposed to like that. It's almost like you're chasing them because you're wanting to refill again. We're not all big. He'll probably still be here in flipping December. There's actually some quite big lambs in here. I think there would be actually some ready, but there's not enough to justify taking the whole lot back in to pick out maybe a dozen lambs. But what we normally do is we normally keep some lambs, like send some lambs away ourselves for our own consumption. So what we'll probably do is see how many we're going to need, and then probably keep some of them because they're now in 14-day withdrawal. So whatever is ready that time, if it's too heavy, we might keep for ourselves, or we might just put them live to the mart. We'll see what like, but they won't go to waste, that's for sure. But yeah, it's always the same. You always get some that are ready, but it really doesn't justify taking all this back down for such a small number. So yeah. Anyway, lambs are looking much better than I thought. Really pleased with how they are looking, considering that they've had the shittest weather on record their whole life. But yeah, we'll see what they do now. Hopefully get a nice draw the next time they're down. Ideally I'd like to clip them the next time they're down, but it'll totally depend on the weather. I'm just going to go and shut the gates at the road and then let them wander up the hill. Well, that's it for this one. I hope you have enjoyed it as always, and thank you for watching, and we'll see you for the next one.